Okay, so for most people, I know of anyway, they grew up watching two shows as children, Digimon or Pokemon. Today, we are discussing I will be reviewing the first season of Digimon. Now, I have to say, back in its heyday, I was more of a Digimon fan than a Pokemon fan. So, with all that being said, let's get to the review. So, it's surprising after all this time that I still thoroughly enjoy watching the show. And for me, anyways, the best points of the show were when they first go to the digital world and the 8th child story arc where Kari is introduced as the 8th Digidestin. And yeah, that's pretty much. I did like the battle against the Dark Masters, which was sort of like these ultimate, like these mega level Digimon that were so much more powerful than most of the foes they had faced before. I still think Venomiotismon would have been a better ending to the show than the actual ending to the show, to the anime. So yeah. Honestly, I have to say the animation was very well done, especially the fight scenes. Characters, honestly, they're all sort of like these stereotypes, I guess you could say, of people. It's the typical brainless leader, which is Tai. The typical geeky nerd, which was Izzy. The typical girl we thought was going to end up with the leader, but actually didn't, Sora. Matt, the sort of rival of the leader in the group, and the cool kid. At least that's what I always thought they were trying to go for with his character. Keep in mind, I'm basing this all off of the dubbed. I don't know if the Japanese version is any different. I haven't watched it yet. Surprising, really, that I haven't. I usually watch both the Japanese and dubbed versions of anime. Anyway, you had the sort of like hopeless guy that got into the worst situations, which was Joe. Obviously, you had the brainless, prima donna almost character, I guess you say. Yeah, which was Mimi, and then you have the worst character in the show, TK. Oh my god. Was TK useless or what? Was TK annoying? Yes, he was annoying and he was useless. And I just hated him as a character. He spent most of his time on screen crying and just generally being annoying in other ways. It's just like, I know he's supposed to be a really young kid, but still, don't make him that annoying. And at least Patamon, his Digimon partner, had the excuse of becoming a super cool angel that could solve situations Deus Ex Machina style. So, which Kari came into the show and it's like, honestly, I liked her better in the second season than I did in this one. So, the Digimon themselves were all memorable in my opinion. I don't think there was ever any bad Digimon designs. Even the final main enemy had a pretty cool design, even though the battle against him was kind of pathetic, as it's just like, we'll kill you with the power of our symbols, only they don't actually kill him themselves. He blows himself up, and then they just use their weird powers that aren't really explained all that well to box in the explosion or whatever. I think a lot of fans were pretty disappointed with that final fight. I was. I love the fight with the Dark Masters and Devimon and Myotismon and then Venom Myotismon, which that was pretty much the best story arc of the entire first season, was the Myotismon and Venom Myotismon with the whole H-Child and all of that. Of course, me, being a kid who had actual intelligence, automatically knew from the first moment the arc started that Kari's the 8th Digidescent, and I can't understand how that the other kids couldn't figure that out for themselves. The only downside to that story arc is that they made the children too stupid. Even Izzy, the most and one of the most intelligent people in the entire world in this, both worlds really, but couldn't figure out that it's Chai's sister. They already have a sibling character on the team, TK and Matt. It's like, I wonder. TK and Matt are siblings. I wonder if Ty's sibling is a member of the team. I struggled to try and figure out how they couldn't figure that out for themselves. I really did. Anyways. The theme song was catchy. All of the music was kind of really catchy. Especially the dub version of this, I guess. It was all like really pop, rocky kind of stuff. But again, I enjoy that in a show. So, that's a plus. I'll give a thumbs up. I'm not ready to rate yet. Anyway. Anybody else want to live in Jedi's house? The house under the lake? I mean, that was just so cool. It did sort of get to like a point in the ending where it just seemed like it seemed like a kind of rush ending. And all that. I also figured out pretty easy that Gatomon was going to be the 8th Digimon. It seemed kind of obvious now you look back on it. And it was obvious even as a child. I mean, I don't know if anybody actually struggled to figure that out, or I watched Scooby-Doo, so I could figure out mysteries. Anyway, well, I think it's time to rate the original Digimon show. Oh, before I do, there's just one thing I want to point out. Is it just me, or did like the parents get like kind of screwed as characters? Like Matt's dad, Matt and TK's dad, was like the only real parent that actually got anything centered around them other than Izzy's parents. It's like all the other kids' parents is like, no, we don't care about them. They're not important. Oh my God, Ty's dad doesn't even make an appearance in the movie. I don't think. It's like, wow, that's depressing. Anyways, it's time for a rating. Whereas the show was generally very good at moments, it also can have moments where it's kind of just like, did you really need to make an episode about that? I don't know, like the filler episodes kind of got a little annoying and distracting. And for the most part of the first arc, even though it was one of the best story arcs in the show, it kind of was just like they find a Digimon that's infected with the black gear, and then it's like, oh yeah, we gotta destroy the black gear. Even, you know, we've done this before, but we're gonna struggle to do it anyways. It all seemed kind of pointless. And then this Edamon was his name, that monkey, I think. I just watched the show I just watched it the other day. Shoot. I just watched that episode the other day. I've been watching a lot of it on Netflix, because Netflix has it. And, I've been watching. They have the first 3 seasons and the fusion or whatever, but that's a long way off. Talking about that's a long way off. Is there any other negatives I can think of? There was the animation mistakes, of course. Like, Matt was right after they defeated Myosmon for the first time, right before it became Venom Myosmon, was supposed to go out with TK and his dad and Digimon partners to see the fog and shut out and see if they could get out and find it and get help and all that. And then right before that, if you watch, there's the animation mistake of him being with the others who attack all those ghost Digimon, and it's like, wait, if you're there, how did you get out of the water so fast? Watch it. As soon as I caught it, I laughed. I was like, really, Matt? Teleportation powers. Anyways, I give it a 3 out of 5 thumbs up. And that's my opinion. Make sure to leave a comment and click that like button. I usually don't do that with any of my videos, but I figured I'd make the suggestion. And thanks for watching.